Hello, everybody. My name is Angel Manuel Rosado. Now, I will be speaking about the lakes. So, in this, I'll have to go back in time, way back before the 1600. So, I will go backwards. So, I will begin with the word Ontario. Now, Ontario, they're saying that it means the Great Lake or a beautiful lake or lake of shining water. But all of that is a lie. All of it. Ontario, that when they Latinized by one of the impostors of God, they Latinized it to the meaning began to take a different form, a different shape. They're just trying to make it a little bit different to the sound that they can pronunciate. So Ontario, all it means is of the flowing river or of the flowing water. So it's not saying lake at all or describing the lake. It's just saying the flowing river. And that is not a lake. So now we go back even further, and now they added the Oniatari-io. Oniatari-io. And that means it's the deep flowing water, because they added in front of that N an I, and that corrupted it to make it's the deep flowing water. So Oniatari-io means it's the deep flowing water. So now we're going to go even further. These are indigenous word now, and they still corrupted that word. It's the Canadario, and you can hear where they got the idea of the word Canada. Canadario. And Canadario, it's pronunciated in the indigenous ancient word Haratariu. Haratariu. They got the idea when they translated it to Latin that you can hear Canadario. Canada is in there. So that word it's describing the lake itself. So its meaning is the great, powerful, flowing water. Now they added it's in there, the great and powerful flowing water, and that is the ancient word of Lake Ontario, Haratariu. So now I'm going to speak about the word Niagara. Now, Niagara Falls is the new modern word. Well, it was introduced in 1683 by a French writer. He decided to rewrite because he couldn't pronunciate, or they couldn't pronunciate, the word Atawartarur. That's the original word, Atawartarur. They couldn't pronunciate that word, so they decided to change it to Atawandarun. But it was still bad. It was still so bad that they could not pronunciate it, so they decided to come up with Niagara Falls. Now, Atawartarur means the misty clouds of the great waterfall. Lake Erie. So, when I see Lake Erie, that word, and they say that is Ariel Hanun, once I saw the EL inside of that word, it's an impostor of God installing religious EL. EL is not part of any indigenous word. So when you see that, it's a lie. So as soon as I saw that, all I needed is to just take it apart, and then the real word becomes something absolutely the opposite of what they're trying to give you. So they're installing into this word Iriel Honun, that is about longtail or eastern cougar. They are installing the word of an animal inside of the word. And this is about a lake. So the word is actually, the meaning of that word, first of all, is Latinized, so you got the mispronunciation. The word is ariurjurar. Now that word, all it means is that Lake Erie was used for easy birthing. Females used to come to the lake and give birth inside the water because it was easy to have the babies. So they floated. See, I'm traveling through the word. So they had birth, easier birth, and what they did is exactly named it for the action that they were doing. It is the water place for birth. That is the name of Erie, Lake Erie. It was given by the Indigenous to say that this water here is so peaceful that females can give birth. So there is what Lake Erie actually means. Ariurjurar is to give birth in the water. The Sanson map of New France, 1656, all that means is Yiddish. This is the water. That's all it means. I'm going now to Lake Huron. Now, that area there was based on an indigenous tribe, okay? And their name was Wendat Nation, or Huron, Wendat First Nation is an indigenous First Nation of Wendat people in Quebec. Now, the word itself is not about hair. Has nothing to do with hair. The Huron, the word Huron, has been Latinized. Ooh, who figured? And Huron is not pronunciated as Huron. It's Hurur. Oniatari-io contains two amazing codes in one single word. The first code is about the people themselves. We, the house builder people. Then the second code deals with the lake itself. It is the place of the wide water. That is the amazing power of the indigenous word. It is Oniatari-io, which is the name of the Lake Huron. All of these names were given by the ancient indigenous. These words are before the 1600s, so they are an honor to the entire region. So I hope that you enjoy this, and please support me, and thank you for listening. This is Angel Rosado bringing you the ancient words of the indigenous people. Thank you.